Hello everyone. Thank you for joining today's session Ask Us Anything on Commodities. This is our fortnightly webinar where we are going to answer your queries. We have with us Rameshwar Khedkar, who is the head of commodities business at ICICI Securities. We have with us Anup Sahu, who is research analyst of commodities at ICICI Securities. And I'm Beauty Dubey, the product manager of commodities at ICICI Securities. So without wasting further time, I think we should start taking up the questions. So the very first question is, uh, how to trade in commodities. I think Harsh Singh Thakur wants to know how to trade in commodities. Ramesh sir, if you want to start with it.
Yeah. Firstly, I think commodities trade करने से शुरू करने से पहले need to be very clear on the objective. And I firmly believe, मुझे लगता है कि commodities is a great asset class. One should look at commodities to diversify their portfolio. तो हर्ष सिंह ठाकुर जी का क्वेश्चन था हाउ टू ट्रेड इन कमोडिटीज, राइट? तो फर्स्ट थिंग ये है कि यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट कमोडिटीज, यू नीड टू नो अबाउट कमोडिटीज, व्हाट ऑल कमोडिटीज व्हिच आर ट्रेडेड, राइट? हैव योर ऑब्जेक्टिव वेरी वेरी क्लियर. You are talking about trading, so I am also talking about trading. Commodities are traded on MCX, right? जहाँ पे all international commodities are traded: gold, silver, crude, natural gas, and all the base metals. So you have your broking account, trading account with any of the broker. उसके बाद में you need to go register for commodities for the first time. When I say register, आपको commodity पे click करके there are basically some terms and conditions जो आपको accept करना पड़ता है. कोई mandatory category selection होता है, right? Because these are all regulatory. आपको ये बताना होता है कि आप value chain participant हो. Value chain participant मतलब आपको सचमुच का exposure है क्या उस commodity का, तो आप value chain participant लेंगे. But most of them are retail traders who are there in this business. So आप others select करके then it takes 1 day's time to register, then you can start trading. So उसके बाद में whether futures or options that you need to decide which commodity, and you can go ahead with your journey of commodity trading. So Harsh Singh Thakur ji, for your question, the answer is first time is you need to register for commodities, understand commodities, then you can start your journey on commodity trading.
Thank you, sir. So the next question is of Dharmesh ji. He's asking, he has bought 2 lot of gold 75,000 put at 525. Should he hold or exit? Anup ji, I think you should answer this.
हाय धर्मेश, 75,000 का पुट जो इन्होंने बाय किया है, राइट नाउ इट इज 76,400 समथिंग अराउंड दिसंबर, जो कि ऑप्शन का एक्सपायरी दिसंबर है. जनवरी के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट 76,600 के आसपास है. मेरे हिसाब से देखिए 75 एक बार आ भी सकता है ये जो एक्सपायर के टाइम पे, एंड बिकॉज हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करते हैं कि ज्यादा तेजी रहेगी ये टाइम. हाँ, एक चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो कल आएगा फ्राइडे को, वी हैव यूएस नॉन फॉर्म पेरोल नंबर्स. सो ये नंबर्स अगर अच्छा आ गया, देन वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट अ गुड करेक्शन इन गोल्ड प्राइसेस. सो मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा टिल दैट टाइम आप होल्ड कीजिए अपना पुट ऑप्शन. और हाँ, इफ इट कम्स टूवर्ड 74,500 और 74,000, देन आई वुड से आप अपना स्क्वायर ऑफ करके एग्जिट करिएगा जो भी है. बट येस, आई वुड आल्सो रिकमेंड यू टू मेंटेन ए स्टॉप समथिंग नियर अराउंड. अगर गोल्ड प्राइसेस 78,000 ऊपर चला जाता है तो आपको स्टॉप लॉस रखना पड़ेगा ऑप्शन में, कुछ भी हो जाए. बिकॉज देखिए, एक तो जियोपॉलिटिकल टेंशन है और सेफ हेवन डिमांड है. सो ये सब चीजों की वजह से ही गोल्ड प्राइसेस में हम लोगों ने लास्ट एक दो टाइम पे हमने तेजी देखा था. सो इसके लिए मैं बोलूंगा अभी होल्ड कीजिए टिल टुमारो. कल के नंबर्स आएंगे, जैसे हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि जॉब नंबर से थोड़े अच्छे आने के एक्सपेक्टेशन है. ओके, बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम थोड़ा खराब आया था, बिकॉज यूएस में जो हरिकेन सीजन था और थोड़े इश्यूज थे, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट जॉब नंबर्स खराब आए थे. बट ये टाइम वीकली जो उनके अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट क्लेम्स है उसमें भी कुछ खराबी इतना ज्यादा दिख नहीं रही है. ओके, और जो नंबर्स है वो भी अच्छे आ रहे हैं. सो वी डोंट एक्सपेक्ट के गोल्ड प्राइसेस में ज्यादा तेजी होनी चाहिए टिल जो फेड का पॉलिसी है 18 तारीख तक. अभी कुछ दिनों तक पूरा रेंज में ही रहेगा. सो आप थोड़ा वेट करके 75 या 74,500 के आसपास करेक्शन आता है तो उसमें अपना पोजीशन से निकल जाइए.
Sure. Just wanted to add, Anup, my colleague from research, talked about non-farm payroll data which is going to come tomorrow. हमारे सभी दर्शकों को हम बताना चाहते थे कि ये सब इंटरनेशनली ट्रेड कमोडिटीज है और ये जो भी बड़े बड़े न्यूज या इवेंट जो आता है इट हैज गॉट ए बिग इम्पैक्ट ऑन कमोडिटी प्राइसेस. सो अनूप जस्ट खुल के बताना चाहता था, हर महीने फर्स्ट फ्राइडे को नॉन फार्म पेरोल का डेटा आता है. So obviously, as you know, non-farm payroll, so US comes out with this data, how many on the employment. So depending upon that, it has got an impact on commodity prices. तो ये कहाँ पे देख सकते हैं आप? You can look at investing के अंदर जाके आप economic calendar में देखेंगे तो ये सब data is available. You have that very important, right, moderate and low. तो जो भी important data है उसको देख के, I think there are many traders internationally who trade only on data. So these data are very very important. So tomorrow is non-farm payroll data. When I say tomorrow, सब हमेशा याद रखना, it's on the first Friday of the month. शाम में 6 o'clock is what the data comes.
So next question we have from Jagdish Ji. He wants to buy crude oil and natural gas 2 lots. He wants to know entry and exit. How should he identify? Anup Ji, if you can take it up.
It's on crude, right? Yeah.
Crude and natural gas, both.
Yes, crude, it has been in a very tight range since last few weeks or even last 1 or 2 months. Broadly in the range of 5,600 and on the higher side, on an average around 6,100 and 6,150 levels. Or see, right now, today we have a very major meeting of OPEC nations. So they are going to come up with some of their views, like when they are going to increase their production output, because last time whatever they decided, they have pushed back till January. Now it is expecting that they are going to extend till like first quarter of 2025. So till that any clarity on that, if it comes till that time, we are expecting a very range bound movement. Today you have to wait for the data. After that you will get a better clarity. But if I'll say oil prices on a broader point of view, last few months it has been a very range. So if you want to buy, then I would suggest wait for some correction or till towards, I think last week also it has corrected towards 5750. So if you want to buy, then you can enter around 5,750 or near around that. I would suggest keep a stop loss below 5,600 and you can look for the targets of 6,000. These are in futures you can buy. If you want to buy an option strategy, then you can you can wait for the correction or enter something around 5,750 or 5,008, near around those call strikes you can buy. And at the same time, I would suggest you to sell 6,100 call strikes, so that your risk will be covered also. Okay, if you are betting till 6,100, so that strategy you can play. This option strategy we named it as bull call spread. So genuinely, as we are bullish on this price for next 5 to 10 days, so we are playing this strategy. You can buy near around 5,750, even 5,800, and look for the targets of 61. This is the one of the strategies that you can play in crude oil. If we'll talk about some other strategies, then you can buy even futures, like futures at current level or 5,800 level. You can buy it around 5,800 and you can sell the call options of 6,100, because that will be your target. If prices doesn't go above 6,100, then you will get the premium, like whatever the premium you sold it for the call option. For example, you have sold at 6,100 call. Right now, the 6,100 call is something around, what is it right now? Yeah, just a second. Yeah, so it is right now something around 40 rupees. So you will get the 40 rupees premium. If you bought at 5,800 MCX future and prices goes till next 5 days or 6 days, it go till 6,000. So you'll get 10, 20,000 or in your futures. But if you have sold at 6,100 call, the 40 rupees premium will get. That 40 rupees also you will get. So these are the strategies that you can play. There are two strategies I've already discussed. So this is the way you can play, or simply you can buy a call option, or simply buy you can futures also. But I would recommend you to maintain a stop loss whatever you buy in crude oil. Yeah.
And Jagdish ji, natural gas भी पूछ रहे थे अनु.
Yeah.
Crude and natural gas.
Yes, natural gas, we saw it is a very highly volatile commodity. Last week, we saw good correction. Yesterday also we saw some correction, but it has recovered from the levels of 250 in M6. 250 near around 254, that is a 20-day moving average. So it has hold near. And yesterday it has formed a totally undecision candle that, and right now it is moving above 262. So it is a sign that it indicates some recovery is there in prices, because from 300 to 250, 50 rupees correction is there. So we are expecting some recovery from here current on. And because one more thing, if we just shift towards the fundamental factors, what is supporting natural gas prices currently, as we know, this is a weather commodity. Winters are going to increase the heating demand in US. But yes, the long-term forecast that came last week or this week is like it is not going to be that impact. The winters are not going to be very mild. So we may not see that kind of demand. Second thing, the inventory numbers are still high. Still inventory, natural gas inventory US are still high. So we don't expect any much volatility or high upward movement beyond 300. Until unless it goes above 300, we don't see rally in prices. For the time being, I'm expecting 250 to 275 or 280. This will be the range for next 2 to 3 days, or next till even next week also. Today we got the inventory numbers. I think we should watch last two times, this last 2 weeks. We got withdraw numbers, and that this is the 2 weeks after so many weeks. The second time the US natural gas inventory has withdrawn. So very few things that is supporting, and but the long term pictures is not clear still. We got bearish factors long term picture. So short term you can play, you can buy near around 260 or whatever the current trade price you can buy, but I would recommend you to maintain a stop till 250, and we can expect till 275 or max till 280.
Thank you, Anu.
Okay.
So, next question we have from Harshi. Can we get margin benefit if we buy 280 call natural gas option and sell 290 call natural gas option? So, Harshi, I'll take up this first. We have margin calculator in commodities. So, if you are logged in through website, you can go to commodities, smart tools. Under smart tools, you will find margin calculator. If you are planning for any strategy and if you have any query regarding margin required or the strategy benefit which you will get while creating any strategy, you can put your contracts there, check out the strategy and the strategy benefit. So it's very easy to use and self-explanatory. You will get your answers there. For this particular question, I have checked the margin and would say yes, you'll get the margin benefit, because if you'll sell to 90 call for natural gas 23rd December, margin requirement would be somewhere around 63,000. But if you have bought a call option also for of a strike price 280, you will get a strategy margin benefit of 16,773. This is the margin benefit which you will get because you have created this strategy. You can check out this tool of ours, margin calculator. It is very helpful. You can check for any strategy, whether it is future option strategy, or future strategy. So it works for all. You should check it out. So next question is, I have recently started trading in natural gas. I'm doing natural gas mini futures. Do you suggest futures or options in natural gas or commodities in general? This is the question from Manvinder Kaurji. Ramesh sir, if you want to take it up.
Yeah. Maninder ji, I know you have started trading in natural gas. That's what you are saying, and आप पहले mini कर रहे हो, so it's a good thing. Basically, I believe one should start small, understand. उसके बाद में then one should look at doing bigger things. So obviously, natural gas mini is a smaller contract size of 250 BTU. बड़ा natural contract का size है 1250 BTU. So it is 1/5 of the main contract. So it's good that you start from there. Now coming to your question, whether you should trade futures or options, obviously both are different products, right? Futures के अंदर पूरा आपको margin लगता है, राइट। ऑप्शंस के अंदर अगर आप बाई कर रहे हो तो सिर्फ प्रीमियम देंगे, ऑप्शन सेल करेंगे तो आप वहाँ पे पूरा मार्जिन देंगे, सो एंड सो फोर्थ. So it depends upon the risk appetite. Obviously, when you are trading options, then you need to look into lot of other factors like what is the delta, gamma, theta, क्या है उसका, right? You need to understand, and then you should start trading into options. So to answering your questions, good that you started as a mini, right? Get the comfort, then gradually you can expand it to the bigger lots, right? Futures and options, depending upon whenever volatility is high, in case you have a smaller value to smaller, I mean, there's a capital to trade, you can look at option buying. Nahi, you are comfortable, you understand options well, you understand the theta well, then you can look at options. But my only recommendation is पहले समझ लीजिए, उसके बाद में उसके अंदर ट्रेड कीजिए. This webinar that we are doing is a purely educational webinar, right? It's a handholding webinar. तो आई नो वी डू इट एवरी फोर्टनाइटली, एंड हम वही जो नए कस्टमर्स आए, एंड दिस इनवाइट हैज बीन सेंट टू ऑल दोस कस्टमर्स हु हैव signed up for commodities, so we want to make their commodity journey of trading easier, so that's why we keep doing this ask us anything on commodities. Yeah, so Maninder ji, I think I answered your question. If yes, then I think we can move ahead. Yeah.
So he has a follow-up question, sir, that he's an intraday trader as of now, and he's saying good price movement happens in the evening session. He takes entry around 7, 8 and exits at around 9, 10. Is there any other IST time where this moment can be tracked? And also another question, what are the news and events he should be aware of, particularly natural gas? And does this inventory news of natural gas, which is released on Thursday, does that affect pricing of natural gas?
Yeah, Anup, you can take that last one, what Beauty asked, then we will come back to the previous question.
Natural gas, yes. Factors, inventory is one of the major factor, and second factor will be like weather. Weather, as we mentioned earlier, this is a weather commodity, so you will also need to know about what is the weather currently in US, because here MCX we are totally the contract which is being traded, it is NYMEX, related to NYMEX. So all gas prices in US will be measured here, so it will totally back to that. And inventory and weather, two major factors that will be focused. If you want to just track natural gas prices or study more on this, go through every Thursday's inventory and the EIA reports. The Internet Energy Association reports are there. So two reports are there. So you can simultaneously go by one. Every month the reports came. And if you also do more on more focus on natural gas, so you can take up to the all the energy prices, like what is the electricity demand in US, how is the export numbers, okay, so you have to check all those numbers. But simply I would say weather and inventory, those two factors you should just focus on, that will help you.
I'll take the previous one. So मनविंदर जी बोल रहे हैं कि अभी फिलहाल वो 7-8 बजे में एंटर करते हैं और 9-10 बजे एग्जिट करते हैं, तो कौन सा टाइम ठीक रहेगा, राइट? ऑब्वियसली यूएस मार्केट खुलने के बाद में अभी अनूप जी ने बताया क्या फैक्टर करता है, क्या मायने रखता है नेचुरल गैस प्राइस मूवमेंट के लिए, राइट? इन्वेंट्री हो गया प्लस वेदर हो गया, तो ऑब्वियसली मूवमेंट इज हायर व्हेन द यूएस मार्केट्स ओपन, right? So you need to look at lot of other things also. It's not just the price that you look at the screen and trade. As Anup said, you need to look into all those fundamental things and also work on the technicals for your entry and exit. Maybe the time 7, 8 or 10 o'clock exit may not be right. So look at fundamental things, right? When the data comes, that's one. Second thing is also look at the technical charts for your entry and exit, right? I think that should help you to become a better trader.
So there's a question from Rakhi ji. Please share your insights on crude oil. Anup ji, if you want to take it up.
I think Anup covered this.
Yes,
that's already covered.
Crude के अंदर उन्होंने बुल कॉल स्प्रेड के बारे में बताया. उन्होंने ये बताया 5750, 5800 के पास एंट्री कीजिए और 6100 का आप कॉल बेचिए. राखी जी, I think that answer helps you, right? If it helps, please type yes in the chat box. If at all you have any follow-up question, please type it. We'll again we'll come back to you and take that question. I hope it's fine, Rakhi ji. Yeah, let's move ahead.
So, Manvinder ji, you are asking how can we hold positions for more than 1 day? So, there are no specific rules. If you have bought or sold any position, any future option contract, then yes, you can uh, keep it with you till the expiry if it is options. For base metals and metals futures, you can't keep it for the last 5 days because that's the delivery period, and you cannot hold your contract in the delivery period. So that's a small change. As options, you can keep it with you till their expiry. So there's no specific rules or guidelines there.
ठीक है, तो मनविंदर जी, यू कैन मतलब इंट्राडे करना हो या कैरी फॉरवर्ड करना हो, मार्जिन आर द सेम. हमको आपसे मार्जिन कलेक्ट करना पड़ता है, एक्सचेंज को रिपोर्ट करना पड़ता है, सो देयर इज नो डिफरेंस. बट ओनली थिंग इज अगर आप इंट्राडे कर रहे हैं तो यू नो द मोमेंट, यू नो योर प्रॉफिट और यू नो द लॉस बाय एंड ऑफ द डे, राइट. बट एक चैलेंज ये रहेगा, आप कैरी फॉरवर्ड करेंगे तो वो रहेगा कि अगला दिन वो गैप अप या गैप डाउन हो सकता है, because our markets now currently close at 11:55 and open at 9 o'clock. So वो gap up gap down का challenge हो सकता है. In case you are able to manage that particular risk, so as per as margins, as per as regulation, there is nothing which is different, right? And everything is same, but only thing is gap up gap down का आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रख के trade करना चाहिए in case you trade and you carry forward your positions for the next day. Yeah.
So there's a question from Ashish Chaji. Can you suggest some good books, or should I start trading it using regular technical analysis?
Anup, in case you can answer, obviously reading books is good, but I believe practical is practical. I did mention start small, right? जब तक हाथ गंदा नहीं करेंगे सीखेंगे नहीं. Only books will not help. So obviously look at those, but start small and then you can take it ahead from there. And I don't know what Ashish Jha is, whether he's employed, he works or whatever. He has got that much of time bandwidth to look into all those minute things which keep coming, right? It can be any news or it can be technical charts. So my suggestion is, in case you have time, well and good, please do learn, please do execute. But in case you think that you are short of time, you don't have that much of time to be in front of the screen and keep looking at it, हमारा research team हमारा research recommendations देते रहते हैं. iClick to gain के अंदर you have research calls which keep coming with target and stop loss. तो आप उनको देख के भी आप काम कर सकते हो, right? Other thing, हमारा research reports भी आता है. Every day morning we come out with a report. Every day evening we come with a report, right? There's a weekly report, there's a monthly report, and shortly, Anu, just confirm, we'll also be coming out with our annual report, which we keep coming every year, right? Beginning of the year. So yes, some reports have. I suggest look at all this, read this, understand, and then also you'll be able to trade.
Just to add, if you want to test your technical analysis and whether it is working for commodities or not, you can start with paper trading or maybe with some smaller contracts. There are various smaller contracts available for commodities, for gold, silver, and base metals as well, and energy also. So if you want to test your analysis, you can start with paper trading or a smaller contract.
Sure. And beauty, this is a message for all of us. कुछ हिंदी में भी. So I'm trying to keep as much as possible. So I know we have a mixed people, so let's keep it as English. Yeah, let's move it to the next question.
Sure. So Sayedji is saying he has bought crude oil 16th expiry 5850 call at 170. Can you please suggest on this? Anup ji, if you can take it.
Yesterday देखिए हम लोगों ने वोलेटिलिटी तो देखा था, ये ऊपर में 210 तक भी ये जो कॉल ऑप्शन था कल गया था, बट सडनली इट हैज करेक्टेड टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द सेशन. इन्वेंटरी डेटा जैसे आया उसके बाद से करेक्शन हो गया. अभी मैं बोलूंगा कि सजेस्ट करूंगा होल्ड कीजिए, एक 100 का स्टॉप लॉस रखिए. फिलहाल जो भी है स्टॉप मेंशन कर रहा हूँ आपको, 100 का रखिए, आज होल्ड कीजिए, बिकॉज आज इवेंट है. सो इवेंट जैसे ही कुछ पॉजिटिव आता है, जैसे हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि ये और 3 महीना एक्सटेंड हो जाएगा, ओपेक का जो ये प्रोडक्शन का जो एक्सटेंशन 3 महीना और हो जाएगा, तो थोड़ा सपोर्टिव हो सकता है. दूसरा चीज जो पॉलिटिकल इश्यूज है, मेरे हिसाब से यहाँ से एक रिकवरी आनी चाहिए. 5800 जो लेवल है वो होल्ड होना चाहिए. तो 100 रुपए का एक स्टॉप लॉस रखिए और होल्ड कीजिए. बट मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि ऊपर ज्यादा से ज्यादा वही 170 या 180 तक आपको दिखेगा, तो वो लेवल से आए तो एग्जिट करिए. आप देखिए जब भी ऐसा लगता है ना, आप प्योरली डायरेक्शनल कॉल करते हैं या कॉल ऑप्शन डायरेक्शनली सिंगल लेते हैं, तो ट्राई कीजिए कि ऊपर के कॉल्स राइट करने के लिए देखिए। तो उसमें क्या है, अगर इन केस प्राइसेस करेक्शन होता है तो आपका जो लॉस है वो थोड़ा कम मिनिमाइज हो जाएगा। सो आई वुड रेकमेंड यू दैट वे। सो आप अगर 5850 का लेते हैं, आपको ऊपर में ज्यादा से ज्यादा 6100, कल अगर आपने बेचा रहता 6100 का कॉल तो आपको थोड़ा लॉस कम होता था। So for the time being, I would suggest you hold it with a stop loss of 100 and try to exit near around 175 or 180 levels.
Thank you, Anupji. So there's another question in the chat. Ekta ji wants to know how to identify which contract to choose for trading in options, especially for gold and silver. So it's a question on options for bullion.
Anup, want to take it the
Yeah.
way you do your calls? Yeah.
Yeah, gold and silver. See, gold we have, you just look at the option chain and you will find out where is highest open interest is there. Okay, if for example gold mini contract, if you look at gold mini contract, हम देखेंगे तो जनवरी का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है। सो अभी आप देखिए आपका व्यू क्या बैठ रहा है, व्हाट इज योर व्यू। ओके, अभी फॉर एग्जांपल राइट नाउ इट इज समथिंग अराउंड 76,500। आप एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि आज के दिन पे 77,000 जाना चाहिए, बिकॉज ये डेटा आया उसके बाद ऐसा लगता है कि तेजी और होगी। सो आप ऐसा कर सकते हैं, 76,500 का कॉल में देखेंगे, जो कि एट द मनी का कॉल है, उसमें ओपन इंटरेस्ट कितना है, वॉल्यूम कितना है, पार्टिसिपेशन हो रहा है क्या नहीं, बिड आस्क में कितना स्प्रेड है। बिकॉज बिड आस्क में अगर ज्यादा स्प्रेड रहेगा यानी डिफरेंस रहेगा तो आपको कभी कभी लिक्विडिटी रिस्क आ जाता है। सो आप देखिए 76,500 के बदले 77,000 का कॉल ऑप्शन देखिए, उसमें देखेंगे आप तो ऑलमोस्ट 3,000 के आसपास ओपन इंटरेस्ट है, वॉल्यूम भी आज अच्छा खासा है, तो आप उसमें पोजीशन ले सकते हैं। बट यस, आपको अगर बुलिश व्यू है, अदरवाइज मैं तो रेकमेंड करूंगा, अगर आपका अभी देखिए लास्ट 4 दिन से मार्केट में मूवमेंट नहीं है, गोल्ड इज विद इन 1,000 रुपीज रेंज। ओके, कल तक मेरे हिसाब से कुछ होने वाला है नहीं। कल शाम को 7 बजे जो नंबर्स आएंगे यूएस के, उसके बाद हम देखेंगे मूवमेंट। ओके, सो अगर आपको ट्रेड करना है तो मैं तो बोलूंगा आप 77,500 या 78,000 के कॉल ऊपर के सेल कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज उसमें वॉल्यूम है, उसमें लिक्विडिटी है, और एक दो दिन में आपको 78,000 या 78,500 के लेवल्स नहीं दिखेंगे। अगर आप ऊपर में वो बेच सकते हैं तो आपको वो 1 या 2 दिन का जो थीटा है वो मिल जाए, सो दैट विल बी योर प्रॉफिट। ओके, वैसा आप कर सकते हैं। आप जब भी कोई भी ऑप्शन के ट्रेड लेंगे तो आप उसमें वॉल्यूम्स देखिए, ओके, ओपन इंटरेस्ट देखिए, और देखिएगा आप, वो तो सेकंड थिंग है, मेन थिंग रहेगा आपका व्यू क्या है। आपका व्यू अगर बुलिश है तो आप या तो आप एट द मनी के कॉल खरीदिए या फिर आउट ऑफ द मनी के कॉल खरीदिए, वैसा करके आप कर सकते। अगर आपका बेरिश व्यू है तो आप एट द मनी का पुट या फिर आउट ऑफ द मनी का पुट खरीदने का देख सकते हैं। गोल्ड में ऐसा है, सिल्वर में भी सेम है। सिल्वर मिनी का अगर देखेंगे तो सेम चीज है, बट सिल्वर मिनी में अभी वॉल्यूम्स थोड़े, जैसे जैसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सपायरी के नजदीक होते जाएगा तो वॉल्यूम बढ़ता जाएगा और ओपन इंटरेस्ट बढ़ता जाएगा, तो उसमें पार्टिसिपेशन बढ़ जाएगा। गोल्ड में एज वी हैव मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स इन मिनी, सो यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट गुड वॉल्यूम एंड लिक्विडिटी, तो आप इसमें कर सकते हैं।
ठीक है, मैं अपने ऑडियंस को ये भी बताना चाहता था कि रिसेंटली गोल्ड 1 kg का भी मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आ गया है। सो पहले बाई मंथली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था, मतलब मैंने ऐसे बाई मंथली साल में 6 एक्सपायरीज गोल्ड के, साथ में 6 ऑप्शन की भी एक्सपायरीज थे। बट अभी 1 kg का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हैज बिकम मंथली एक्सपायरी, तो ये महीना 31 दिसंबर तक गोल्ड 1 kg का ऑप्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट चलेगा, राइट। अगर आप मंथली में ट्रेड करते हैं तो यू कैन ट्रेड ऑन ए मंथली बेसिस ऑल्सो। पहले 2 महीने के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर प्रीमियम बहुत ज्यादा लगता था बायर को, सो उसके वजह से वॉल्यूम्स बढ़ गए, एंड 1 month गोल्ड ऑप्शन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स आर ऑल्सो लिक्विड, यू कैन लुक एट दैट। I just thought that's a new change which has come effective this month. So effective 11th of November. So that's one thing that I wanted to highlight. Yeah, over to you, Beauty.
Okay, sir. So next question is from Santosh ji. He's a salaried employee. Wants to know कि जो commodity transaction से अगर profit होता है तो tax audit में आएगा.
I'm sure all our participants are also able to see these questions, and Beauty is taking these questions from YouTube chat only, which is in the same order. Santosh ji, basically all derivatives is like your business income. right? And let me be very honest, me, Anup or Beauty, none of us are chartered accountants here, right? So your chartered accountant would be the right guy to help you on the taxation part. But what I wanted to tell is, whenever something gets traded on derivatives, it's treated as business income और आपका taxation उसके हिसाब से होगा, right? But further क्या limit है, कितना limit है? I think your chartered accountant would be the right person to help on that. But yeah, anything on derivatives is business income or business loss. And if there's any loss, which can be carried forward for a period of 8 years. Santoshji, we tried to answer the best possible, right? Yeah, go ahead.
So Ashutosh Ji is saying, can we have some session on strategies to trade crude, NG, silver, gold with frequently used indicators? So Anup Ji, if you want to quickly pick up some commonly used strategies for these mentioned contracts.
Yeah, I think just recently I've discussed some strategies in crude oil. Okay, and even we are providing strategies in crude oil, natural gas mostly. In the month of November, we have recommended good number of strategies because the expiries are there. So during when market is close to the expiry, you will get good like decay in theta, like prices, option prices, they come down very sharp. So you can use those strategies like short strangles, short straddles. These are the strategies that you can use. Yeah, when we are expecting no more volatile, like less volatility trades. As I mentioned earlier, crude oil is in very much in a range for last 3-4 weeks. So if someone has shorted out, like last week also I have mentioned, we have given a short strangle strategy in crude oil. 6100 का कॉल हमने बेचा था और 5700 का पुट बेचा था. हमने बेचा था 210 या 220 के आसपास बेचा था. अभी आप देखेंगे वो 100 रुपए आ गया. सो आपको लगभग 10-15 दिन में 100 रुपए ऑलमोस्ट मिल गए. सो आप ऐसा स्ट्रैटेजी कर सकते हैं. अभी आज 5 तारीख है, आज एक इवेंट है. आज के इवेंट के बाद आपको क्लैरिटी आ जाएगा कि क्रूड में क्या रेंज होने वाला. ब्रॉडली तो हमको पता है रेंज 5600 या 5500 से लेके 6400, ये बड़ा रेंज है. बट अभी इसके बाद आपको थोड़ा और क्लैरिटी हो जाएगा. रेंज अगर छोटा हो जाता है 5700 से 6100 होता है, तो आप उस रेंज में जो भी है स्ट्रैंगल बेच सकते हैं. ओके, अगर आपको ऐसा आपका व्यू क्लियर है कि मार्केट गोइंग टू बी इन रेंज. हाँ, अगर आप बुलिश व्यू में है तो मैं बोलूंगा जो बुल कॉल स्प्रेड है, जो है जैसे पहले मैंने आपको सजेस्ट किया था, वो आप ट्रेड कर सकते हैं. बाकी ये सिल्वर, क्रूड, नेचुरल गैस, आई थिंक स्ट्रेटजीज आर ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर. मेन थिंग व्हाट विल बी योर व्यू. अकॉर्डिंग टू योर व्यू you can build any strategy.
Ashutosh ji, point noted. Ashutosh ji, we keep doing webinar every week. Like this for all the people who have joined today. Every week, Thursday, 4 o'clock is the webinar. First week we do on intermediary thing. Then the first week is ask us anything on commodities. Then second week is basically on the intermediary thing. Right? Ask us anything for all those customers who have joined. जो questions है सब पूछ सकते हैं. हर 15 दिन में होता है. तो ये वाला सेकंड वेबिनार जो होता है उसके अंदर लेट्स सी इफ एट ऑल वी कैन पिक अप सम 2-3 strategies and help our customers to tell कि how those strategies can be used. Just pick up, maybe आज आपने अनूप you talked about bull call spread, right? We can take up 2-3 and then explain in that 40 minutes 50 minutes how it works, कौन से टाइम पे कर सकते हैं. तो whole idea of doing this webinar, as I said, is educating you all, making you better traders. So good point. Thanks for raising this, Ashutosh ji. We'll incorporate and see how best we'll be able to organize this. But point noted. Yeah.
So next question we have from Anshul ji on the outlook towards gold and silver. I think we have already covered this up.
Yeah,
so
but
is there anything to add?
summary बता देना अनु, gold and silver.
Yes. गोल्ड सिल्वर हम लोगों ने देखिए लास्ट वीक भी देखा, रेंज में था गोल्ड. पर्टिकुलर सिल्वर में एक अच्छा मूव देखा है हम लोगों ने ये वीक में, बिकॉज एज वी मेंशन 29.5 स्पॉट सिल्वर जो है 29.50 29, वहां से एक रिकवरी आ गई है फिर से. और अगर आप वीक चार्ट्स देखेंगे सिल्वर का, तो लास्ट 4 वीक से इट इज इन अ बैंड. ऊपर में स्पॉट सिल्वर 31.60 के ऊपर गया नहीं है. सेम वे एमसीएक्स में भी 94,000 के ऊपर नहीं गया. दिस इज द फोर्थ वीक. ओके, नीचे में 87,000 और ऊपर में 94,000. ये रेंज अभी तक 4 वीक से है. आप ये रेंज मेंशन नोट डाउन कीजिए, अगर इस रेंज में कुछ भी ब्रेकआउट होता है देन वी डेफिनेटली सी मूवमेंट, क्लैरिटी और आ जाएगी। 94,000 सिल्वर ब्रेक होता है तो मैं आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग फिर से 2-3 हजार रुपए का मूवमेंट आ जाए। सो ये आप ट्रैक करके रखिए। गोल्ड के लिए तो मैं जैसे बोल रहा हूँ कि ऊपर में 78,000 का मेजर रेजिस्टेंस है, 78,000 या 200 या 400 वैसा पकड़ के चलिए। जब तक वो नहीं निकालता ऊपर में तो आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग वही रेंज में रहना चाहिए, नीचे में 75 या 74 तक मैक्सिमम वही रेंज होना चाहिए। और सिल्वर थोड़ा आप ट्रैक कर सकते हैं, अगर 94 क्रॉस किया देन वी विल बुलिश।
Sure. I hope all the participants are seeing whatever questions is being typed, they're all being taken up in the same order. तो आपके जितने भी questions है उसके अंदर डालिए. And also I request in case you have any suggestions like the one that we got from Ashutosh ji, please do type in the chat box. Right, we want to make our customers journey better and better and better going forward. So we'll definitely incorporate what all that we can incorporate, and we'll start doing that. Yeah. So please use the chat box. Keep typing it. Yeah.
So next question we have from Mishuji. As a beginner trader, which underlying is best to start trading in commodities? I think this is very subjective. Ramesh, sir, if you can answer.
Right. So basically, as a newbie, see, crude, natural gas are very volatile. What I suggest is pick up something which is lesser volatile, right? I did mention in the beginning, pick up a smaller contract, and I keep telling for all the first-time guys, just look at gold petal, right? With just a capital of some 800 rupees, one can start trading in gold petal, right? जिसने अभी तक कभी futures किया ही नहीं है, ऑप्शंस किया ही नहीं है, फर्स्ट टाइम आ रहे हैं, तो ट्राई कीजिए, बिकॉज इट्स नॉट ए ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ मेकिंग मनी और लूजिंग मनी. मैक्सिमम क्या होगा, मतलब 20 रुपीज बाई, 20 रुपीज सेल, एंड सम रेगुलेटरी कॉस्ट ऑफ 10-20 रुपीज, राइट? 60 rupees is what you may make or lose, but with 700-800 rupees, तो आज you go to a Inox or a PVR, that's the cost of one person watching a movie, but here the learning can be humongous, right? So I suggest start with a smaller contract, right? And then you can take it ahead from there.
Next question is, what is meant by tick size in commodity? So Bhupendra ji, tick size is the minimum difference which should be there between two prices. Suppose tick size अगर 1 रुपए का है, ठीक है, और करंट प्राइस किसी का 100 रुपीज चल रहा है, तो नेक्स्ट जो पॉसिबल अमाउंट होगा बिडास का, दैट वुड बी 101 या फिर 99. अभी 100.5 नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि वो टिक साइज इज 1. दैट इज द मिनिमम डिफरेंस जो दो प्राइस के बीच में होना चाहिए. That is the tick size. ठीक है. So Ishwari is asking where to find trade recommendation. So Ishwari, it is already explained अभी. जो हमारी रिपोर्ट्स आती है, इफ यू आर अ कस्टमर विद अस ICICI का, तो आप लॉग इन करके नॉन लॉग इन सेक्शन पे भी, इफ यू आर नॉट इवन आवर कस्टमर, तब भी आपको कमोडिटीज पे, प्रोडक्ट्स पे जाकर आपको रिकमेंडेशन की फाइल मिल जाएगी. डेली रिपोर्ट्स, वीकली रिपोर्ट्स, मंथली रिपोर्ट्स, ये अवेलेबल है वहां पर. इवन ईयरली रिपोर्ट इज अवेलेबल विद अस. अगर आप लॉग्ड इन सेक्शन पे जाएंगे, इफ यू आर अ कस्टमर विद अस, आपको कमोडिटीज होम पेज पे ही लिंक्स मिल जाएगा. डेली मॉर्निंग रिपोर्ट, डेली इवनिंग रिपोर्ट, वीकली रिपोर्ट्स, मंथली रिपोर्ट, एज वेल एज अगर आपको लाइव रिकमेंडेशन कॉल्स अगर आपको चेक करनी है, तो देयर इज अ सेक्शन नोन एज आई क्लिक टू गेन. आप स्मार्ट टूल्स के अंदर आपको मिल जाएगा. आई क्लिक टू गेन में यू कैन फाइंड लाइव रिकमेंडेशंस जो चलते हैं, बाय प्राइस, सेल प्राइस, स्टॉप लॉस ट्रिगर हुआ है, पार्शियल प्रॉफिट बुक करना है, व्हाट एवर द लाइव रिकमेंडेशन स्टेटस, वो आपको वहां पे मिल जाएगा. आई होप आई हैव क्लियर्ड.
Yeah. Next question is from Balbir ji asking for one click like FNO. Currently, it's not there for commodities. One click, right? But yeah, point noted. There's something that is in work in progress. Yeah, we can move ahead.
So Ekta ji wants to know where can I find detailed information to invest in gold ETF?
Okay, Ekta ji, even though we are talking about gold, right? Gold ETF is a part of equity product. So I request everyone to keep it towards the commodity trading, which is futures and options, right? अगर हम diversify करते चले जाएंगे तो ETF आएगा, equity आएगा, equity derivative आएगा, debt आएगा, so on and so forth. So discussion can continue. So I request all the participants to please keep your questions, because this is ask us anything on commodities, right? Which is futures and options on MCX. So, right. So I request you to keep your questions to that. Thanks.
Mohit ji wants to know gold कब नीचे जाएगा? Do you have any answer for this, Anup ji?
Frankly, We just can assume like after this Friday US job numbers, we can see some correction. Okay, but yeah, you have to wait till Friday 7 p.m. Till that time, we don't see any like big correction or big rally in the gold prices. Just wait till till today, this Friday 7 o'clock. We'll see like if the numbers are in line with the expectation, or if it comes much better than expectation, then definitely we can see some correction.
So next question we have from Ashish Jhaji. He's saying, actually it's not a question, it's more of a view. He's saying, I don't know if it's just him, but for some reason the trends in natural gas seem more predictable as compared to crude. So that maybe you are too good at it, Ashish ji. And okay. So please suggest some best technical indicators that work in case of precious and base metals, gold and base metals. Anupji, if you want to take it up.
See, I would say technical indicators, all the tools are made with some calculation or some studies or some specification and all that. Okay, you have to be confident, or like you have your uh, study, or you can study on particular indicator. Every indicator will give you a good result. Okay, it is not like you use this indicator will give you sure shot and all that. Okay, you try and test or back test each indicator. Okay, so you will get a result. Accordingly, you can take your bets. Sometimes the market is in a range, so you can't simply trade with moving averages and all that, or ADX or not. If the market is in range, then you have to use Bollinger Bands. So first you have to understand the market, understand the commodity, how it behaves. You have to also study his behavior, how the commodity reacts to particular events or particular numbers and all that. Okay, accordingly you have to plan. Don't, I would say, if you are using technicals, then just use all the indicators one by one, make a backtest of each of these, and you can come up with a result which indicator suits the commodities. That will be, I would suggest, better. You can try it out.
Okay, so next question is of Balbir Singh ji. He's saying, what is approx margin required to do hedging in crude? That is buy ATM call and sell 200 points away call. So Balbir Singh ji, we have already told you we have a margin calculator tool on our logged in page. You can visit that page, commodities, go to smart tools. Under smart tools, you will find margin calculator. You can put in all the contracts which you want, the call or the all the strike prices which you wish, and you can find out the margin required, because that's very difficult to find out currently आप क्या बोलना चाह रहे.
ठीक है
We have
बलबीर जी.
that calculators.
Yeah, tools के अंदर there's a margin calculator which is there. So मतलब I'm just telling you how to fish itself. तो जो भी strategy हो आपका, आप उसके अंदर डाल के कितने भी legs आप उसके अंदर ऐड करके अपना margin देख सकते हो. पहले margin देखिए क्या लगता है, then you can go and execute your trade. I think that will help, right? Login, commodities, tools, and then it's a margin calculator. Thank you.
I'm not sure what is Amit ji wants to know. He's saying straight suggesting ICICI commodity with logics. Maybe he wants to know the underlying reason. So Amit ji, if you are referring to reports, you will find that the suggestions, the recommendations which are given, logic is explained. The reason, the rationale behind it, it is very well explained in the reports if you are referring the reports. But if you are referring the ICICI to gain, which is the live recommendation for commodities, there it is not mentioned. So you can check out the logic, the underlying reason, rationally, if you are referring to the reports. And that is given for almost all the commodity contracts, all the particular bullions, base metals, and crude oil and energy, everything. So you will find that rationally and the predictions there itself.
So अनूप जी, अगर आप रिसर्च रिपोर्ट देखेंगे तो बुलियन गोल्ड के ऊपर there are few pointers which are there, what's happening internationally, right? It talks about, for example, crude ka ho gaya, so what has been the inventory levels, so on and so forth. Plus, bagal mein there are charts also which I put up. So we have three colleagues, Raj, Deepak Singh, Anup, and Saif, who keep working on the research side, and they come out with all these reports: morning report, evening report, weekly, monthly. So I suggest you go through that, not just the I click to gain. I click to gain, so it's only a call which is there. Please go through the entire report. I think that will be that will help you.
So Ishuji has a point. When are we going to conduct live trading session in commodities?
Okay, there are some regulatory issues, challenges which are there. Yeah, so this requires all those prior approvals. But ठीक है, point noted. We'll work on that. Yeah. So currently we don't have any plan because of some regulatory challenges which are there. But let's see how we can work on that. Yeah.
So Jagdish ji wants to know how to choose in which option to enter in crude oil and natural gas. So I think we have answered similar question earlier, right?
So Anup had asked to look at the open interest, right?
Right.
The volumes which are happening, and then you can look at first have your strategy very clear, right? Then look at those options. I think Anup covered this. Yeah, we can move ahead.
So next question is from Rahul ji. What happened? I can't exit in natural gas on future contract expiry. Your question is not clear, Rahul ji.
इंटरनेशनल ठीक है अच्छा अदर थिंग फॉर एग्जांपल देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन एंड वी सेड जगदीश जी का क्वेश्चन था कि कैसे ऑप्शन को चूज करूं राइट हमने बोला कि ये ऑलरेडी आंसर कर चुके हैं अगर इन केस जगदीश जी अगर आपने लेट ज्वाइन किया है ना कुछ देर के बाद ये YouTube के ऊपर ये वाला वेबिनार अवेलेबल रहेगा I think you can just zip through, go back to that question, and you'll be able to see. Else, not will not be able to complete, take up the other questions. Yeah, I thought I'll just try to answer that. But this question, even I'm also not clear. What happened? I can't exit in natural gas. Rahul ji, in case you can retype, reframe, then we'll take up the question as and when it comes. Yeah, let's move ahead.
So crude oil option, when to buy? Please tell. Sumati ji is asking. So Anup ji, do we have any call for crude oil option? Any view?
Crude oil, see, today we have an event. Okay, so I would suggest wait a bit. Okay, wait till later half of the session. And if it comes towards, I would say you can buy around 5,800, something around that. And 5,750, you can keep a stop loss. And you can target till 5,950 or max till 6,000. This will be the whole overall range I'm saying. And in case of options you want to buy, then I would recommend go for 5,800, 5,900 call if you want to buy. But I would also recommend you to maintain a stop loss for 5,900 call. It is right now something around 104. Okay, so keep a stop loss of maintain stop loss below 75 or 70, max till 70. This is a very much intraday trade if you want to do it. But for the traders, like those who want to trade or wait, I would suggest wait a bit, get clarity on the OPEX decision, then take a call.
Yeah, just wanted to take a moment. I know we are 50 minutes into this webinar, and let me thank the audience for raising all these quality questions. Let me be very honest, nice questions that you have been raising. And one of the advantage of doing Ask Us Anything is you might be having that question, but you may not recollect now, right? When other people are also asking, most of your questions will also be answered. So that's the beauty of this forum model. That's how we have been doing it. So thanks for being in this webinar for last 50 minutes and asking these quality questions. Yeah, Beauty, over to you.
Okay, so next question we have from Chandan is, what percentage movement can be seen in crude after OPEC plus? What is the impact?
Yeah, Anup gave a broad range actually.
Yeah, because see, yeah, it is already, see, prices are already factoring that OPEC will delay its output for next 3 months. So there is some factoring is already happened. So if they extend, then I would say we don't see much movement again till, as I mentioned, 6,100 will be the higher level I'm expecting If it will go beyond 6100, then we can expect more 200 rupees movement. So upside movement till max till 6300. On the downside, I would say 5600 will be a very strong support levels for the time being.
Okay.
So there's another question in the chat. Should we look at WTI crude chart or Indian MCX chart? Is there any difference?
Hardly any difference you will find. Mostly both the charts are same because MCX crude is totally packed on NYMEX. And if you just multiply NYMEX crude into the currency, you will get the MCX price. So you can follow, and yeah, if you get live charts of NYMEX, then that would be better. MCX, you are getting live charts, so I am preferring crude oil in domestic markets. And yes, levels are also already you can view in as we are trading in MCX. So आपको MCX में आसान रहेगा stop loss निकालना या target निकालना जो भी है.
ठीक है. Beauty, I would like to take the next question, which is from Dr. Bhupendra Kumar Sharma ji. Why some call put options are not available for trading sometimes? Dr. ji, there are a lot of strikes which are available, right? But not all strikes are liquid. For example, आप deep OTM देखेंगे, there are some strikes which are illiquid. Illiquid मतलब वहाँ पे ट्रेड बहुत एक या दो ट्रेड होता है, कभी कुछ ट्रेड ही नहीं होता है. तो हम लोगों ने हमारे पास जो भी ट्रेड करते हैं सब रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं. और हमने ये देखा है जब सब कुछ ओपन किया था, मेनी डोंट अंडरस्टैंड ओपन इंटरेस्ट, लिक्विडिटी, भाव देख के ट्रेड कर देते हैं उसके अंदर और उसके अंदर फंस जाते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द लिक्विडिटी. तो इसके बाद में हम लोगों ने हमारे एनालिटिक्स टीम ने उसका पूरा रिव्यू किया है. वी हैव डन लॉट ऑफ वर्क फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 6 मंथ्स का डेटा के ऊपर. देन वी हैव कम आउट कितना ओपन इंटरेस्ट, कितना वॉल्यूम आने के बाद उस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को एनेबल करना है सो दैट आवर रिटेल कस्टमर्स आर सेफ. सो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दैट बहुत ही छोटा सा पैरामीटर है, उसके हिसाब से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स ओपन होते हैं. जब किसी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में कोई ट्रेड ही नहीं हुआ है, ओपन इंटरेस्ट ही नहीं है, तो वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट आप लोगों को दिखता नहीं है. और जहां पे 1-2 लॉट का ही ट्रेड हुआ है या बिड आस्क जहां पे 60-70 रुपया का डिफरेंस है, ऑल दोस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स गेट enabled once there is a bare minimum criteria of open interest in the volume, right? This is only to safeguard the retail investors. I hope I answered your question, Bhupendra Kumar Sharma ji. Right. Future gold mini bought at, okay, I think gold का आपने व्यू दे दिया. I tried trade calculator, okay, margin position level magnitude. अच्छा ब्यूटी, बलबीर जी का कोई क्वेश्चन एक बार पढ़ के लेंगे आप इसको?
I have checked the same. He's saying he has tried margin calculator and calculated the margin for the mentioned contract. So I checked the same. He's right. Glad that he got the right answer. Sir, you are saying that you got margin benefit of 41,880 only, and this is a high margin. So if you would have sold only these two contracts now, the 6,000 call, you would have to pay around 4,24,000. So now you are getting margin benefit of 41,000. Reason would be you are trying to place a strategy between options only. So if you are trying out strategies with only options, the margin benefit requirement is generally lesser. अगर आप फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस का स्ट्रेटजी ट्राई करेंगे तो जो मार्जिन बेनिफिट है थोड़ा ज्यादा मिलता है. सिर्फ ऑप्शन का स्ट्रेटजी आप ट्राई करते हैं तो मार्जिन बेनिफिट कुछ कम मिलता है. देयर सम SOMM, उसकी वजह से मार्जिन जो हमें बेनिफिट मिलता है दैट इज वेरी लेस. एंड ये आप सिर्फ आईसिक में नहीं, आप कहीं भी ट्राई करेंगे दिस वुड बी अप्रोक्सीमेटली सेम. बहुत माइन्यूट सा डिफरेंस होगा.
Sure. I would like to just take it ahead. बलबीर जी, आप इक्विटी के अंदर भी अगर यही स्ट्रेटेजी यूज करेंगे तो आपको मार्जिन कम लगता है बिकॉज देयर इज सम SOMM देयर. शॉर्ट ऑप्शन मिनिमम मार्जिन का कोई एडवांटेज मिलता है जो कमोडिटी के अंदर नहीं है. These are regulatory challenge which is there. So you get a benefit, but the benefit is very, very small here and the margins are a little higher in case you are comparing the same strategy that you do on equities and then you do on commodities, right? So to answer that, it's only because of the SOMM and different margining on the commodity segment, and this across the same in the industry, and this is as per the regulator. Yeah, we can move ahead to the next question. I hope we answered your question, Balbir ji. So it's basically because of SOMM, and the treatment is different for equity derivatives and commodity derivatives because of many of the factors. रिस्क बोलिए या व्हाटएवर, या गो अहेड।
So I think we have not taken up gold mini वाला part, अनूप जी। अगर किसी का
Okay.
पोजीशन है 76,694 पे, should that person remain in the position or exit, hold or exit?
फ्यूचर
मैं तो
गोल्ड मिनी 3
हाँ
जनवरी 2025।
3 जून। ओके, सो जैसा है आई वुड सजेस्ट, अभी आप अगर इंट्राडे के आपका क्या व्यू है पहले तो वो जानना जरूरी है। अगर आपका वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म व्यू है तो मैं बोलूंगा कि अभी होल्ड कीजिए, 76,000 का स्टॉप लॉस रखिएगा। ओके, और जैसे मैं देख रहा हूँ कि 76,800 या 900 के ऊपर प्राइसेस नहीं जा पा रहा है लास्ट 3-4 डेज से। ओके, अगर 66,900 क्रॉस होता है देन वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट टिल 77,200 और 300। मैं तो सजेस्ट करूंगा कि अभी 76 का स्टॉप लॉस रख के होल्ड कीजिए, और जैसे ही 76,900 800 आता है तो बुक कीजिए। अगर आपके पास ज्यादा लॉट है तो आप थोड़ा पोजीशन होल्ड कर सकते हैं। ओके, अगर ब्रेकआउट होगा तो आप होल्ड कीजिए, अदरवाइज मैं बोलूंगा कि थोड़ा पोजीशन कम रखिए, बिकॉज कल इवेंट है, नंबर्स अगर अच्छे आ गए तो करेक्शन हो सकता है। जो भी पोजीशन लॉन्ग पोजीशन है मैं तो बोलूंगा या तो 76,200 का स्टॉप लॉस रखिए या 76,000 का, ये दो में से कोई भी स्टॉप लॉस आप रख सकते हैं।
ओके,
So there's another question on natural gas. He wants to know कि अगर नेचुरल गैस बाय किया है एंड फॉर एनी रीजन वो सेल नहीं कर पा रहे और नॉट एबल टू एग्जिट एट एक्सपायरी, देन व्हाट वुड हैपन?
ठीक है। द क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम, अच्छा ओके, 4007 आईडी, या दैट्स फाइन। सो बेसिकली नेचुरल गैस और क्रूड ऑयल जो है ना, कैश सेटल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स है, तो बेसिकली इसका कोई डिलीवरी नहीं है। इन कमोडिटीज देयर आर टू काइंड्स ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, कंपल्सरी डिलीवरी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स एंड कैश सेटल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स। क्रूड ऑयल, नेचुरल गैस एंड बुलियन इंडेक्स, ये तीन चीजें हैं जो कैश सेटल होता है। तो आपको कोई चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं अगर आपका ओपन पोजीशन बच गया तो आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फ्यूचर हो या ऑप्शन हो, एक्सपायरी डेट तक आप उसको लेके जा सकते हैं, राइट। ओनली थिंग इज आपका ये एंड ऑफ सेटलमेंट हो जाएगा 8:30 बजे के आसपास। मतलब आप इसको रोल ओवर करना चाहते हैं, अगर आपका फ्यूचर है तो आप स्क्वायर ऑफ करके अगले महीने में जा सकते हैं, बट अगर आपने इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को छोड़ दिया तो अराउंड 8:30 बजे के आसपास सिस्टम इसको जो भी प्राइस है उस प्राइस के हिसाब से स्क्वायर ऑफ कर देगा ऑन द लास्ट डे ऑफ द एक्सपायरी एट 8:30 PM। I hope you got it right. So it's a castle contract. So 8:30 लास्ट डे तक आप इसको चला सकते हैं। What do you beauty?
Sir, there's a feedback in the chat on open position that prices are not live. Thank you for the feedback. We'll check this, and if there's any issue, we'll get it resolved.
It's on website. So उसका स्ट्रीमिंग करना है, but on super app या all in one app जो हम बोलते हैं, where 80% of our customers trade, so it keeps streaming. So point noted. We'll come back on this, Bhupinder ji. Yeah. Thanks.
So Ekta ji is saying, can you comment if my strategy is correct? If I bought a call or a put in options, say bullions, at a particular price and price came down, so is it advisable to buy more lots and keep averaging the price?
I would recommend not to do that. In options, I would strictly suggest don't average it out. Just square off your position, exit from the trade. That is what I would recommend. Don't try to average out in options. Simply, I would recommend this to the traders who are.
Yeah.
Because options are more risky, right? And if prices has come down, maybe because your logic, your strategy is not working. So it's better not average the same. Okay, so Sunil Singh, I have 40 lots crude 5,800 call. Bought at 223. Current price is around 155. Loss is around 2.7 lakh. Should I wait or exit? Anup ji.
जैसे देखिए अभी मैंने बोला कि जैसे आज ओपेक का है मीटिंग, मैं फिर से वही बोल रहा हूँ कि ओपेक का मीटिंग का जैसे ही थोड़ा क्लैरिटी आ जाएगा उसके ऊपर आपका पोजीशन में बोला रखिए। मेरे हिसाब से यहाँ से रिकवरी आनी चाहिए 5,800 ज्यादा से ज्यादा नीचे, या उस और 50 पॉइंट 57-50 मान के चलिए, ज्यादा से ज्यादा ये लेवल्स होने चाहिए नीचे में। ओके, हाँ अगर 57-50 के नीचे चला जाता है देन आई वुड रेकमेंड आपको कि आप अपने पोजीशन से निकल जाइए कैसे भी करके। ओके, और ऊपर में जैसे कि रेंज है 6100 का है, या इवन कल भी आप देखेंगे तो 6000 के ऊपर गया बट टिका नहीं। सो आज अगर कुछ ऐसा पॉजिटिव आउटकम आता है तो आप पोजीशन अभी होल्ड रख सकते हैं, बट टिल 6000 या उसके आसपास आएगा तो बुक करिए। उसके हिसाब से जैसे आपके ऑप्शन प्राइसेस रहेगा, यू हैव टू टेक ए कॉल। बट आई वुड सिंपली रिकमेंड आप स्टॉप लॉस रखिए 5750 का। उसके हिसाब से आपके ऑप्शन का अगर 5850 है अभी एट द मनी है तो आपका 0.5 रहेगा, अगर 100 पॉइंट करेक्शन होता है तो आपका 50 रुपए और रिस्क है यहाँ से। ओके, तो उसके हिसाब से आप अपना जो भी है रिस्क के हिसाब से अपना पोजीशन रख सकते हैं।
Okay, I think you want me to read the next question, Beauty? Dr. Bhupendra Kumar ji again पूछे, why are the charts of different sizes, example mini, regular, are different for the same commodity? भूपेंद्र जी, चार्ट्स तो वो है जो ट्रेड होने के बाद आपको स्क्रीन पे दिखेगा, राइट? एंड ऑब्वियसली इफ एट ऑल लुक एट बड़ा का प्राइस और छोटा का प्राइस इज डिफरेंट, एंड लेट मी टेल यू, mini contracts have been launched recently. Even today 90% of the volumes happen in a bigger contracts. जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिक्विड है, जहां पे ट्रेड ज्यादा होता है, उसके आपको प्रिंट्स चार्ट पे मिलेंगे। जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के अंदर वॉल्यूम कम है, कभी कभी ट्रेड होता है, तो ऑब्वियसली आपको डॉट्स अलग अलग दिखेंगे। आई होप आई आंसर्ड योर क्वेश्चन भूपेंद्र जी। चार्ट्स आर नथिंग बट जो ट्रेड होता है, दैट्स व्हाट इज सीन ऑन द स्क्रीन। तो ऑब्वियसली मिनी और मेगा का आपको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट दिखेगा, the reason being the prices are different or the liquidity is different. Yeah, thank you.
So there's another question in the chat. One lot of option natural gas 300 call 23rd December bought at 25.70. Please advise. Sorry, I missed this question and he has mentioned this too. Anup ji, please take it.
या सी देखिए, अभी 300 के जो लेवल्स है, ये जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्सपायरी है, एक सेकंड, व्हाट इज द डेट ऑफ एक्सपायरी? या तो 23rd तक से वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू से कि 300 के आस 300 के ऊपर, यानी 25 रुपया ऊपर है। आपको 325 अगर ये चलेगा तो आपको प्रॉफिट में आएंगे आप। राइट नाउ इट इज नियर अराउंड 5 रुपीज है अभी। ओके, सो मुझे जितना लगता है कि यहाँ से थोड़ा बहुत रिकवरी आ सकती है, जैसे कि यहाँ से अगर 10 रुपए जैसा, 10 या 15 रुपए जैसा मूवमेंट आ सकता है, तो उसमें आपको उसमें देखिए आपको जितना डेल्टा तो इसका बहुत कम है, बिकॉज बहुत ही आउट ऑफ द मनी कॉल है। अगर 10 यहाँ से आपको 2-3 रुपए भी ऊपर मिलता है तो निकल जाए, या तो मैं तो बोलूँ आप होगा तो रफ करने का देखिए, बिकॉज ये एक्सपायरी में 300 के लेवल्स या फिर नेक्स्ट 1-2 वीक में 300 के लेवल्स आना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है। कुछ भी हो, एक स्टॉप लॉस मेंशन करूंगा आपको 250 का। एमसीएक्स में अगर 250 के नीचे चला जाएगा देन आपको स्क्वायर ऑफ कर देंगे तो बेटर है। जब भी देखिए आप कोई भी नेकेड कॉल ऐसा बाय करते हैं ना, तो आप स्टॉप लॉस रख के कीजिए, बिकॉज अभी नेचुरल गैस में हाईली वोलेटिलिटी ज्यादा है, तो आपको प्राइस ज्यादा मिलेगा। 25 रुपीज प्रीमियम देके 300 का कॉल खरीदना ज्यादा रिस्की है। ओके, आप अगर 25 का खरीदते हैं तो आप एक स्टॉप लॉस आपको होना ही चाहिए, या फिर आप ऊपर का कॉल आपको नहीं तो बेच दीजिए, सो आपको थोड़ा रिस्क कवर।
I know we have been in webinar for 1 hour 4 minutes. We tried to answer as many questions as possible, right? I know if at all we continue, we are allowed to continue for longer period, but I think we answered as many as possible. और भी कुछ questions रहेंगे, तो as I said, this is a webinar which happens every fortnight. Yeah, every Thursday, alternate Thursdays, ask us anything on commodities. कुछ भी आपको तकलीफ होता है, कुछ भी आपको you want to understand more, please do hop on to our next Ask Us Anything on Commodities, which will happen next fortnight. And again, we'll be happy to answer all those questions. But in between, again, next week, we have a webinar, which is on Thursday, 4 p.m. again, which will be on a intermediate basis, right? मतलब beginners के लिए नहीं रहेगा, थोड़ा सा advanced रहेगा. तो ये वाला beginners के लिए advanced है. If at all you want to understand more, learn more, please do hop on to these calls. And I believe in case somebody wants to really do good in commodities, I recommend it to make a ritual to attend every week 4 o'clock, block this 1 hour's time and attend these sessions. I'm sure it will help you to become a better trader. Yeah. Thanks all. Thanks for taking out time and joining this webinar. And we also got some feedback for us, which we have made a note. We'll work on developing them, improving them. So these webinars also help us to give a better offering to all of you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Can
everyone.
close it, or you have something else?
Sure, sir.
Did we miss anything? We have covered maximum.
Okay, one last question, I guess. For example, in natural gas on expiry, why prices traded on premium on next upcoming contract? How can I trade on it? Actually, I couldn't interpret the question.
Yes, I think next expiry is at discount. I think so. It is, yes. I think last time we have discussed all this. Because current situation, US, the demand of gas prices are high. So that's why the current contract is running much premium than the upcoming contracts, because of demand, prospective intraday.
Right. There was another question. Quickly, I want to take this last. Whom should we contact for daily queries? Any RM or customer care? Right. We do have a customer care number. Beauty, in case you can share, टाइप कर सकते हैं कहीं पे, नहीं तो आप मेंशन कर दीजिए. People can make a note of that. और यहाँ पे टाइप कर दीजिए. तो there are people who are there to help you on your queries, right? That's our customer care number. And other thing is, और कोई भी query रहा, we are all here. That's why we do Ask Us Anything on Commodities every fortnight. Please do join. Please do keep asking those questions and we'll answer them. टाइप कर दिया है ब्यूटी अपने नंबर?
Yes, sir. I've shared the helpline number. It's 1860-123-1122. So people are available till 11:55 in the night. If you have any query, you are stuck anywhere, you can call on this number. You will be helped. You will receive your help and advice.
Sure, great. ठीक है, thank you all for joining. Yeah, I think we can conclude the call. Thanks all. Thanks, Beauty.
Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.